Hello and welcome back for more Love and DeepSpace Sylus edition. We are, at the hot springs with Sylus for current limited time event. I've just done a lot of this mini game where we were clicking on emotion bubbles to read his thoughts. But as you see here, the important thing is we got stuff for it. We got a whole lot of luster bracelets. So now we can go to the event store and we can get these wishes. Alright. In addition to that, we have gotten some of the currency to unlock more video episodes of him with this event, which we'll get back to, because that would be pretty mean of me, I guess, to just show a little bit of the event to grab the goodies and not let you see anything else. So we'll come back, but you know, our main goal right now, we're doing this for team building. Our main goal right now is to go get more cards. So we are taking our wishes and going wishing. And yes, here's Sylus with his clothes on. I would say it's a really odd event to start with, but yeah, it is what it is. That's just how things go sometimes. Okay, so we got 10 wishes here. We also got a few diamonds from rewards from stuff. And once we're wishing getting cards, then leveling up the cards will get us more. We'll get us more diamonds and wishes to work with. So let's do a dem poll. All right. Any Sylus? Not a single Sylus in that set. I think. But yeah, okay. All right. Let's use our diamonds. Caleb, and that's our first Caleb. Oh, nope, we don't have it. Okay, well, that's what we can do for now. Let's okay. These ones are the banner pulls, and then all the stuff. I think these are all the ones that are available in the standard banner are also available in the limited banner, which is why there's never a reason to use resources on the standard banner that can be used in limited, because there's nothing in there other than one thing which we will be going. I know I showed it lots in the Let's Play episode, because for getting Raphael's first myth, but yeah, in the standard banner, one of the things to go for is, well, we get these silver boxes that will enable us to pick a solar. So when we get a few wishes in here, we'll be able to get the second. Well, second one of the set. Oh no, that first card we got is just something different. Okay. Well, anyway, that'll the silver boxes will let us choose a 4-star of our choice, so we can use this side. When we get to 150 and 300, every 150 pulls, you get to choose the myth cards of your choice. So we will be able to get Sylus's tier 1 myth set. From regular gameplay over time, from pulling on the standard banner, just like we just did with Raphael in the other playlist. So, okay. Next step is we go into memories and we got some duplicates. Let's rank those up. Okay, I'm just gonna. Say there we go. Diamonds. Any other duplicates? We'll do the duplicates first. And then. Yeah. We got one. We got one Sylus card. Compared to all those of Xavier, some Zane, 6 names, and quite a few Raphael. And what do we get? And one for Caleb. Well, we would only have one for Sylus if you weren't given the free card for unlocking him. Chances are, if you went and unlocked Caleb, you get the free starter card for him too. So. Next steps are to level up the cards. I mean, normally if you were working on a team, you do your team first and devote your. But when you only have 2 cards, there's not a far. So I'm gonna. Oops. I had to hit all. I'm gonna level up. Oh, there's another duplicate. Okay, level up cards in order to get the diamonds rewards. Oops, wrong one. All right. So we've been getting resources from a lot of it from starter bonuses and because I was running some of the battlegrounds and yeah, so when you do your levels and so this is another nice thing about events, is events often give you boxes that will give you. Normally you would get the colored materials from the battlegrounds, but a lot of times you get lots of boxes as event rewards. So, and that's why it's also nice starting a new account when an event is running. Because these help a lot. Okay, so at 10, we don't get anything, but at 20, we will. At 20, we get, well, we only get 20 crystals for this because this is a 3-star. You'll want to start leveling with your 4 stars first because the rewards are better. So, like, We'll go here and go to rewards. This is a 4-star card for 0. That's, well, I picked the wrong one because that was for a solar pair, but single card rewards. Okay. Level 20, we'll give 30 diamonds, upgrade and ascend to level 40, get you a standard wish coupon, and 50 will get. So I'm gonna go off camera and do some leveling up to 20 to grab a bunch of diamonds so that we can wish with, and that's kind of. Well, that's kind of how we'll be working on getting the team set up, is grinding for diamonds and pulling wishes with what we can get. Because this is an event, there is also the option of when there's an event, then there's also packs you can buy for extra wishes. You know, I'd rather do as much as I can for free first. But this is an option that we can do, you know, to make sure that we get the Sylus card. Because I'm doing this with only 1 day and 12 hours with the event. So yeah. Okay. All right. I'll go off camera. I'm not ending the episode because I'm just pausing, and then I will come back in when I've got some more resources to do stuff with. Actually, you know what? Before I break away, we can do some of these event videos real quick. So. Alright, we've seen the prologue already, so let's go on to chapter 1. It took quite a bit of effort, but we finally managed to get out of the hot spring without hurting the birds. Oh, that's right. We threw petals on Sylus, and then birds started landing on him. So I have not seen Sylus's event footage for this yet. So this is the first time I'm seeing this story too. So. But after that, a steady stream of small animals keeps flocking to Sylus. There are too many to chase away. Having returned to our hotel room, I lean against Sylus and pull up the association's database on my phone. I'm looking for similar cases. I found it. There was a wanderer attack in this area before. There's still residual energy, but thankfully, it's not harmful to humans. You soaked in a hot spring whose waters were infused with that energy, so it gave you a trait that attracts small animals. If only we knew what it was exactly. Make things easier.
It's a scent.
Sylus holds up his phone and shows a few reports Luke and Kieran sent over.
Appearances can be changed and voices can be disguised. But for animals, scent is the most powerful signal. The hot spring gave me one, and it's irresistible to them.
Really? I sniff the air around us. I've been next to you this whole time, though. My nose hasn't smelled anything weird.
You're too used to it. Those associated with the black-hearted will be stained. Why don't you come closer and get a good sniff? Maybe you'll notice it then.
With a knowing look, I lean toward the crook of Sylus's neck and make a show of carefully sniffing my way down to his chest.
Well?
It smells different. There's this fresh, fruity scent. It reminds me of the juice we had during breakfast today.
You did all that sniffing to say I smell like our breakfast.
I wasn't thorough enough. I should try again. Knowing exactly what Sylus wants, I grab the collar of his shirt, pull it open, and then press my nose against his neck. I can feel his warmth. Silas's hand rests on the back of my head, his palm carrying a gentle morning warmth.
How long do you plan to keep this up?
There's a series of soft sounds outside the window. We turn to look. The culprits are gone, but they left a pile of wild berries and flowers on the windowsill. Since those animals can't get to you, they're trying to win you over with gifts. Sylus opens the window and sweeps the presents inside with one hand. He picks up a small flower and examines it.
These trinkets can hardly impress me.
I pluck out 2 branches with berries as red as rubies, then I hold them up to his head and pretend they're a pair of horns. The branches are nice, though. They must have picked the best for you. Not everyone gets this kind of special treatment.
So you're saying I should thank them?
Exactly. If you're a little nicer, they might give us a break the next time we go out.
Returning favors isn't my style.
Sylus runs his fingers through my hair and tucks in several of the prettiest flowers.
But borrowing their gifts and giving them to you, that's not a bad idea.
Concerned that Silas's new scent might be troublesome for him, I keep an eye on what he's doing. That's quite a change of attire. In the meantime, the resort owner invited us to a mixology event. Standing by the wardrobe, I place a heavy coat on Sylus, make sure it's tight, and then wind a scarf snugly around his collar. There, that should do it. Bundled up like a zonksie, Sylus wriggles out of his wrappings and sets the coat aside.
The venue is sealed off. Animals can't get in, so worrying is pointless.
But people might smell it. What if someone...
You're worried that other people might be attracted to my scent, like those animals.
I'm concerned about your safety. I grab a strawberry from the fruit platter and shove it into Silas's mouth.
Don't worry. I've made several observations since then. You're the only human here who can detect my scent. In other words, only those who can truly sense it are drawn to it.
Despite our exchange, I still drag Sylus over to an unoccupied cocktail table in the corner. It's a DIY event where guests can choose their ingredients to make a unique drink. I put a few into my mixing glass and carefully stir. Sylus, however, doesn't reach for anything on the table. He approaches the refreshments and returns with a glass of fruit juice. Is that the same one we had during breakfast the other day?
It also has a few other flavors you said you liked.
Sylus swirls the mixing glass. The ice cubes float and clink inside it.
With these, I can make a special drink that's uniquely yours. It's one of a kind.
Then I'll make a Sylus cocktail. I follow his lead and add lemon slices, pomegranate juice, and a splash of strong liquor to my mixing glass. But something's still missing. As I look at the other ingredients, I notice a rich aroma. It's coming from a bottle beside Sylus. I pick it up and do a taste test. It's not as bold as it smells. That's odd. Its scent is intense, but the flavor is almost flat. Sylus, do you want to try it? Sylus leans in and takes a sip from my glass. The fragrance blooms around us and captivates my senses.
Your palate isn't deceiving you. It's not the flavor you're looking for. I have a theory.
Sylus wraps his arm around my shoulders. Between him and that intoxicating scent, I find myself moving closer to his body.
Are you sure you're smelling the liquor?
I look up. Silas's face is just a breath away from mine, and the rich aroma envelops me. Now I know whose scent it is. Surrendering myself, I close my eyes and lean toward him. A low chuckle rumbles from Silas's throat.
I guess I was right.
Sylus pours the cocktail he's mixed into a glass and places it in my hand.
Those who can sense it will be drawn in. Everything else doesn't matter.
After the cocktail event, Silas's scent seems to become more alluring to me by the day. I discovered that it's not always present. It changes and takes on different forms to fit the moment. I'm unable to resist. I secretly wish to be wrapped in the scent forever. I want more of it, and then some. So, the steel involves the protocore energy under the resort?
He supplies the energy, and I provide the protection. We're getting what we need.
Not too long ago, the resort owner invited us to meet at a tea house. On the way there, I peek at Silas's phone and use it as a chance to press my nose against his shoulder. He definitely can't be a pushover, since he made a deal with you.
That's why I'm bringing my most trusted hunter. In any case, there's a more pressing issue at hand.
Sylus extends his arm toward me. I breathe in the lingering scent in the air without thinking. Under my hopeful gaze, Sylus knowingly moves his arm, only to reach past me to close the car window.
You seem to be more affected by this than I am.
Well, a certain someone keeps flaunting himself in front of me every day. I latch onto his arm, get in a big sniff, and then pinch him for good measure. When Sylus and I arrive at the tea house, we're greeted by a kind-looking old man.
Have you been enjoying your stay so far? If anything hasn't been to your liking, please let me know.
Let's skip the pleasantries and talk about work.
Sylus and I take our seats. Mr. Howard seems somewhat uneasy facing Sylus, but he quickly gets to the point.
That's the current situation. And aside from the protocore, there's something else that might require your attention. Some flies have picked up on your trail. They're starting to buzz around. I'm aware of what you're both capable of, but if it's necessary, my associates can always...
So, someone's plotting against us. Sylus and I exchange a look. We understand what each other is thinking.
A few flies won't be enough to spoil our vacation.
I sip the tea and notice a different aroma coming from Sylus. He smells like a delicious meal. This is bad. Why did his scent change to that? I try to focus on the conversation, but the fragrance keeps sneaking past my defenses.
Yes, of course. Your methods are without a doubt.
My stomach suddenly lets out a loud growl. Both men stop talking and turn to look at me.
We'll end our discussion about a pointless topic here. It's time for dinner.
Under the table, Sylus takes my hand.
All right. The kitchen has already prepared the main course and appetizers. I hope you'll enjoy yourselves. I won't bother you anymore.
As Mr. Howard departs, an array of exquisite dishes is brought to our table. I dig in eagerly, but the hunger stirred by his scent isn't easily satiated by food.
The cuisine here is of the highest quality.
Sylus unhurriedly straightens my napkin for me.
The scent alone is enough to make one's mouth water.
And whose fault is that? I jab his arm and shove a piece of steak into his mouth. There we go. The culprit can enjoy the first bite.
What about you? You keep giving me all the good stuff.
I'll find something. I move closer to Sylus's arm, savoring the delicious aroma, and bite him. Honestly, this beats everything on the menu. After exhausting all the standard offerings at the resort, Sylus and I find ourselves becoming increasingly bored. Searching for something new, I choose an escape room that's supposedly thrilling as our next stop. Only when we arrive do we discover that the place is practically abandoned, the facilities are falling apart, and there's not a soul in sight. Who knew it'd be so hard to find something exciting? Looks like today's adventure is a dud. Sylus snatches an animatronic bat that was flying toward us. Interested, he inspects his rusty wings.
Not exactly, kitten. How many people get to explore the ruins of an escape room?
We pass through a corridor until a revolving door appears in our line of sight. I move ahead of Sylus, but after waiting for a while, he doesn't appear from the other side. Sylus, are you there? Suddenly go out, and the door locks itself. Unease creeps in. I call out to him.
Are you scared because you can't find me?
Sylus's voice drifts through a window in the wall. The revolving door must have sent him to the adjacent room. I'm worried. It's dark in here. I can't even make out your face.
Since you're extremely concerned about me, find a way to leave that place so we can regroup. The clues should be somewhere in the room.
A faint fragrance, refreshing and soothing, wafts in through the window. My body relaxes, and my mind feels clear. Okay, sit tight and wait for your hunter to rescue you. As the last puzzle clicks into place, the lock opens, and I'm immediately enveloped in that cool fragrance.
Well done.
We move toward the next room together when the eerie music abruptly stops. A chill runs down my spine. My instincts tell me that we're not alone. I can also hear heavy breathing. Sylus, if we assume that's a sound effect, it's probably the most realistic one so far.
I agree. You practically can't ignore it. I guess it's a good thing. Your thrill got upgraded.
I push open the door. The strange sound moves closer, and my body tenses.
When a place is left unattended, pests are bound to crawl in.
Sylus, a wave of black-red mist slams the wall. Cracks appear on it. Under the pressure, several strangers emerge from the darkness. The heavy breathing grows louder.
You two are tough, but this is our turf.
Chains rattle nearby, and several mutated beasts slink out of the shadows.
Go! Rip them to shreds! Why are you looking at us like that?
I didn't expect someone to appear with harmless creatures of this caliber.
At some point, the beasts have curled up around Sylus like oversized kittens. A few have even rolled over and happily exposed their bellies.
How? We spent ages training them!
The mist coils around our enemies. I quickly move and restrain them. So, they're the ones Mr. Howard warned us about.
They've been lurking in the shadows for days and tracking our every move.
Sylus idly gives a beast a chin rub.
They threw in a few extra goodies. Did you enjoy yourself?
I mimic Silas's gesture and stroke his head. Not bad, but I think someone else actually had fun. Isn't that right, Beast Sovereign? On the last day of our vacation, Sylus and I leave the resort by yacht. A cool, refreshing breeze drifts past us. I sink into a lounge chair and enjoy this rare instance of sunbathing.
Did you have a good time?
Yeah, too bad this is our last day. I playfully tap the parasol over Silas's head.
If you want to spice it up, I can make certain arrangements.
Sylus raps his knuckles on the deck. The yacht lurches forward. Caught off guard, I tumble into his arms. If that turn was a little sharper, we'd be swimming right now.
Haven't we always wanted a bit of excitement during our downtime, though? Hold on tight. There's going to be another turn.
The water splashes us, and I cling to Silas's waist while riding the wave of adrenaline. A flock of white little egrets suddenly appears. Worried they might swoop towards Sylus, I quickly push his head under the parasol. To my surprise, the birds don't approach us. They scatter with the wave's sea spray.
Your reflexes are good, kitten, but your threat assessment could use some work.
Sylus wraps a towel around me. I bury my face into the crook of his neck and breathe in his warm, soothing scent. Those little egrets didn't care about your scent.
Since they're not vying for a spot, you're the only one who was caught.
Should I thank them for leaving? I roll into Silas's embrace and bury my face in his chest. Content, I close my eyes. Sylus, I've been thinking. Your scent doesn't just change based on our circumstances. It becomes what we need in that moment. It's a floral fragrance at the hot spring, reminiscent of alcohol when we were mixing drinks, like a tasty meal at the tea house, and soothing in an escape room. I gently tug Silas's collar.
What does it smell like now?
It's a scent that just makes me happy.
What an intriguing theory. I like it.
His hand brushes against my shoulder as he reaches for something beside the lounge chair. He pulls out a bottle of cologne.
Unfortunately, you're probably smelling this.
I open my eyes, sniff the cologne, and then press my face against his chest. So, the energy's effect is gone?
It vanished this morning. Isn't it nice to have one less problem to worry about?
Not really. I mean, you won't be swarmed by animals anymore, but I...
Lost a source of happiness.
I push myself up and hold Silas's chin. Come to think of it, weren't you rather pleased with that special power, Mr. Sylus?
Why wouldn't I like an evil that makes you stick to me like glue? Especially when it made you act on instinct. The more honest you were, the more interesting the experience.
It sounds like it's an energy worth investigating.
And this exploration you speak of starts with us.
Silas's kiss is accompanied by a sweet, intoxicating warmth. I close my eyes and lose myself in the desire I can't quite touch.
For the first step, I already discovered the scent you like the most. A Sylus cocktail that's one of a kind. It's yours. You can savor it for as long as you want.
Alright, well, that's his video series for the event. There is another section here too we can do later on. So I will break here for now and go do some maps grinding to get us some more resources to pull more cards, to level them for more resources to get more cards, and get to team building. So thank you very much for watching, and I will be back again soon. Take care.